Hey, how's it going, everyone? Shuirozen here. Welcome back to day 37? 38? I actually lost track of me playing one day of Minecraft every day. Yesterday, we worked on this custom pine tree. Thank you guys for the feedback on it and the kind words. A lot of you said it looks great and really enjoyed it, the build process and all of it. I think it's too tall, but you guys said it's good, so I think I'm gonna leave it for right now. And I think for today, I kind of want to get back to working on this dock. And I kind of realized I want it to be a little bit more broken down. Oh, it's not at the right level. Man, this dock is not going how I really want it to, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's really not. It's just I can't get it, like, the level right. Which is so interesting. Like that, and then I don't think I fully understand how the trapdoor. I feel like the mechanic used to be different of placing trapdoors. Maybe I'm crazy. But I hope you're all having a great day. I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day, honestly. Aside from the crazy weather we've been having, the heat wave in California, right? It's been good. Maybe some of these. I don't know. Maybe I can kind of I wanna break down. I wanna make it look a little bit more, you know, worn down and stuff. Am I not missing any blocks here? I thought I was. Kind of like it was quickly repaired or patched, or like the repair is kind of wearing down. So I grab some more spruce fences. Is this how you make the fences? Dude, every time I want to make a fence, I don't make a fence. Every time I want to make a gate, I can't make a gate. I always get it wrong. I don't know why. I feel like they changed the recipe. Because, like, I grew up playing the Pocket Edition, you know? And I feel like the recipe was different. But I kind of just want to throw on, like, just a little lamp. Lantern. And I'll put one higher. We'll go one higher. But, I kind of had a little topic to talk about today. Nothing too crazy, just something that's been on my mind a little bit, and that is kind of dealing with anxiety and, you know, stress in general. But lately I've been feeling, this week, I've been feeling a lot of stress, and just a lot of weight from work, you know. And finally hit me that there's no point in stressing because I'm getting paid the same amount whether I'm stressing or I'm partying and having a good time and, you know, everything is great or everything's falling apart. I'm still getting paid the same, and that's not to say that if I'm not stressed, it means I don't care, or because I'm stressed, it means that I understand like the responsibilities that I carry and I have to attend to. Right? I think it's just overthinking, and I'm realizing that I'm being drained for no reason. So it's been just trying to change my perspective. And I remember in school, I was a horrible test taker. I just, as I got older, as I was younger, I was a much better test taker, mainly because there wasn't as much pressure just in the grand scheme of things, right? Like in like middle school, my first year or two of high school, I wasn't a terrible test taker. I had a photographic memory, so a lot of times I would study a lot, and if all else failed, I could rely on my memory, and that would, help me out. But I think comes like end of my sophomore year for some of my classes, and like junior year, senior year, like I remember taking the SATs, which is like a standardized test, where when I was in high school, if you wanted to go to like a 4-year university, you would have to take and have a test score, and even to apply to some universities, you'd have to score a certain, percentile, certain range of scores in order to, get accepted or get scholarships and all those things. And I would lose so much sleep over it. I never did good on it. I really didn't. I couldn't do it. The practice SATs I did good on. I did really good on. Surprising. I think really good for for me, for my abilities. I was proud of it. And it definitely would have gotten me into all the schools I wanted, and a couple scholarships, right? So there's that. But coming down, putting pen to paper, trying to take the actual test, dude, I crumbled every time. And I think it sucks having that be a form of, a way for somebody to get into school. Yeah, we could do that level. Why not? Anyways, but my point is that there was a lot more pressure I was putting on myself because of that test, because I understood, like, all of the things. And in the end, man, it wasn't worth the stress. It really wasn't. I wish I could go back and tell myself that, it didn't matter, but just to take a breath, Trying to think how long this is. What do you guys think? Is this even looking good? What is happening? Let's do... If I did a barrel at this height, and then... Is that the right way? No, other way. No, we'll go one up, this... Nope, wrong block. Oops. Yeah. Okay. That's not looking bad. This isn't looking bad. Little lantern hanging down right here would be dope. I need to get some... I think I need to get more iron first before I do that. But we can continue this down as long as we want, really. What's over there? Go there. Man, rainy day. I kind of like this. I think it's looking pretty good. I've never built a dock like this, but the vision is to have like an old little fishing boat right here, and maybe put like a little dock house or fishing shack or something, But I'm gonna go catch some more food. Sorry, man. My allergies are making me sniffle a little bit. Okay. Put the armor back on. Put the armor back on. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. Uh-oh. That guy caught me off guard, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, all my stuff is everywhere. This guy's, he's not gonna let me get my stuff. Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. He's got aimbot. No, oh my goodness. Should I draw him out? No, my stuff is gonna despawn. What do you got, like 5 minutes? I can't even see. Just wait. Okay, great. Okay, great. Where's he at? Where's he at? Ooh. One more hit. Oh. Oh, man. But it was really silly. I was kind of talking to my coworkers this week, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was stressing hard, and I felt like it wasn't even me putting all this weight, like, I felt bad. I felt like I was, like, being irresponsible. I was bringing the team down, when in actuality, like, the team was flourishing, and it was just me that was, like, I was being talked down to, and I think work was being a little too hard on me. And it took me realizing that, like, the team, the business is, like, being successful because of me. So, you know, there's always room for growth and improvement. But the other thing I realized, and there's two sides to this, is that whenever someone doesn't have something to say, they will reference the past. You know, just for the sake of saying something, so that they can, you know, make you feel like you, like, to humble you, or to make you feel like, you know, you're still not where you're supposed to be, or whatever, right? I think it's kind of common in, like, relationships, or, you know, maybe, like, promotion opportunities or stuff. Like, they'll reference, like, one of your, like, pitfalls, one of your downfalls, one of not your best moments, and they'll hold that against you when they have nothing else to say. Or they will reference your past when they lose trust and confidence in you. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, do they lose trust and confidence in me? No, because obviously I'm still doing what I'm doing. I didn't get demoted or anything like that. You know, there's no one that could probably do the job better than me. That's the other thing, is, like, everyone is replaceable. That's the first thing that they tell you, is that you are easily replaced. Yeah. Anyone could I do. A monkey, a homeless person off the street, you know, with no knowledge of the business, could do what I do, right? That's, you know, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's not music theory, right? But can you bring anyone else in that would, that the team would trust as much as they trust me, or care, right? And I think that's where things start to get overlooked with me at work, is, like, I care so much about showing up and, you know, being there, you know, and letting everyone know that, like, I care, I am there for them, you know, I show up. And yeah, like, there are probably, you know, other people that I work with that are, you know, also eager for a promotion, and on paper maybe doing a better job. Like, maybe their numbers are better, maybe they're better at coaching and leading, you know, but all of those things can be worked on. You know, you can learn almost any skill. Oops. Oops. Fish. But I think the things that you kind of can't teach, you kind of can't learn. Oh my goodness. No. Is, like, my work ethic. Like, I don't think there's a soul alive that is willing to work harder than me. I wasn't, you know, born like naturally gifted as, like, a genius or, you know, super skilled in one thing or another, right? But I think that if you work hard enough at something, you can be great at it, you know. But not everybody has the motivation, the desire, the passion, the energy to want to work hard at something. And I know, like, one of my last videos I talked about making YouTube videos, and, you know, it's kind of out of our hands, right? How the algorithm forces our videos and the audience that you attract, right? You can do your best to control it, but at the end of the day, like, it's an algorithm, you know. There is somewhat no control, and I don't know much about it, right? But it's just like it's like a living entity, you know. And some people off of their first video will get thousands of views and thousands of subscribers, right? And the video could be an hour long, the video could be 7 minutes long. You know, it doesn't matter. There's no, you know, really hard to say that there's an explanation as to why that is the way it is. And there are other people that put their blood, sweat, and tears and all their energy and heart and soul into it, and they get like 50 views. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But who's more likely to stay motivated? The person putting their whole heart and soul and energy into it, their whole being into it, and staying consistent with it and trying, or the person that's like a one-hit wonder and then just kind of riding the wave after it, you know? I have friends that I used to, you know, play with that are like that, and, you know, YouTube is their everything, is their passion, and they're working so hard at it, and, you know, makes me sad that their videos aren't as seen or appreciated as much as I think they should be. And there's also people that just, I guess, get more lucky, more naturally, you know, blessed or gifted by the algorithm. You know, there's no answer. There is no answer to explaining this, you know, which is the crazy part. But I think the people that have seen success sooner, those immediate results a lot sooner, that blow up, I think they lose motivation a lot easier. But again, this is just all my opinion, you know, all my opinion. And I'm just saying that in anything, in sports, the kids that are, you know, prodigies and stuff, even like when I was in music school, the prodigies, man, they lost motivation so easily. And like, yeah, they might have been like the best quote unquote musician in the room, the best at their craft, their instrument, that genre, right? But when it comes to sitting in the classroom and you look at their schoolwork or their test scores, man, they didn't apply themselves. They didn't do the assignments. They lacked knowledge in all the other areas of their listening, their theory or whatever, right? So it's you know, it doesn't matter what the category is. I'm trying to think of what else I could add here. I need some more campfires. Hopefully you guys think this is kind of starting to come along pretty well. I think it looks pretty good. Nope, not there. Nope, not there. I feel like my cursor's right here. There you go. Oh, is the sun coming up? No, dude, that was 20 minutes already? That's crazy. But what do you guys think? I think it's looking good. It's coming together. Slowly but surely, right? No comparison here. No comparing myself to others. Be like, oh man, it took me like, I spent like 40 minutes on this dock at this point. You know, that's crazy. But hey, you can't rush art, is what I always say. Okay, stand over here. Okay, stand right here. Nice. Man, that looks great. Dude, man, I say it every video, dude. Solar shaders. That's where it's at. Be like an endorser for Solar Shaders, the creator. Oh my goodness, no way, that's the timer. Oop. Alright, I don't want to die. Get me out of the water. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me here on day, I want to say 38. 38. And I will see you guys tomorrow.